It's already Thursday again, folks. So welcome back here at RacePlazaMedia. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, we break down what you can watch in terms of motorsport this weekend. And there's a lot of different options for you, so stay tuned. First off, of course, all F1 fans are very much looking forward to this race weekend in Suzuka, Japan. Not only because F1 is returning, but because we have a big switch up on the grid. Yuki Tsunoda is finally getting into that main Red Bull seat, and Liam Lawson is heading back to the Racing Bull. So there's big anticipation. How are both drivers going to fare this weekend? I personally hope both of them are going to be doing really well, and they're going to stick with these seats for the remainder of the season. But please do let me know in the comments what you think will happen this weekend in terms of Yuki and Liam Lawson. There's another race happening in Suzuka, Japan this weekend. The Ferrari Challenge Japan is also racing alongside Formula One, so you can tune in to that as well. That one will be for you for free to watch on YouTube. And if you want to take it a step back, see where it all begins for F1 drivers, why not check out some karting? The FIA Karting European Championship will be competing this weekend as well. Next up, if Formula One is not your cup of tea, no problem. There's so much more racing happening this weekend. And of course, the great American racing is back, NASCAR. We have the NASCAR Xfinity Series, we have the NASCAR Cup Series. Both will be competing at the Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. And again, if you want to take it a step back and go to the origin, how about the ARCA Menard Series? They will be competing in Tucson, Arizona this weekend. So there you go. Even more options, but don't you worry, there's more and more for you to come. How about some two-wheel racing? I have 3 options for you for this weekend. Of course, the guys from AMA Supercross are back. They will be competing at the Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts. So we have the 450SX guys, the usual group, right? And then we also have the 250SX, the East Coast boys will be returning. So we will give Hayden Deegan and Julian Bamere a week to cool off and see how they will fare in the future. But we will give the stage or the track back to the East Coast boys and see how they will be doing. If you've been following our channel, you know that we are big Supercross fans here. We're still new fans, but we're very much enjoying it. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. There's also some more motocross happening in Europe. If you want to watch some FIM sponsored motocross, they will be competing in Italy. And to round up our two-wheel racing, we also have Moto America competing this weekend at the Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama. So you have a couple of options for two-wheel racing, but I also want to offer to you some outdoor cross-country dirt kind of racing on 4 wheels. How about we have the European Rally Championship? They will be racing in Spain this weekend. They're already started, so you can tune in for that. And then if you want something more on this side of the world, in Mexico, this weekend we will have the SCORE World Desert Championship. I almost went there this weekend. I was very, very close, but I needed to be smart because next weekend, my brother and I will be heading to the Long Beach Grand Prix. We will be there all weekend taking in all of the different types of racing, but we'll let you know more about it next week. All right, so this covered some of the big type of racing. For most of these, you need some kind of paid membership or a cable TV setup here in the US. But how about some free racing? A lot of racing nowadays, especially in like some of the smaller leagues, are available to you for free on YouTube. So I want to shout out a couple of those in case you don't want to spend the money or don't have those paid subscriptions. You can still watch plenty and plenty of racing. First up, there's a lot of racing happening this weekend on Phillip Island. All of those races are for free for you to watch on YouTube. So you have GT racing, you have GT4 racing, you have the Ferrari Cup, you have a Porsche Cup. So there's lots of different options for you. There's also more Porsche Cup racing in Barcelona this weekend, as well as in Brazil. So there's lots of options if you enjoy some Porsche racing, which I personally do. It's always fun. I mean, most racing is a lot of fun. And to close off our Porsche single make racing, there's 3 different types of Porsche Cups happening in Sonoma, California this weekend. Last weekend, we had the big GT World Challenge America happening in Sonoma. So this weekend, the Porsche Cups are taking over, and all of those are for free for you to watch on YouTube. Now, if you have some extra time on your hands, or you just want a long type of race happening in the background while you do some work or things like that, we have 2 different types of endurance races happening this weekend. First, as part of the Le Mans Cup, we have a 2-hour race in Barcelona, and then also as part of the European Le Mans series, also in Barcelona, we have a 4-hour endurance race on Sunday. And then before we end this video today, I want to give a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Formula Drift will be competing this weekend in Long Beach, getting the people ready for the Long Beach Grand Prix happening next weekend. And then if you've been following our channel, we've been giving shout outs to the World of Outlaws. This weekend they also have 2 races. And on top of that, in a similar style of racing, I also want to give a shout out to the Kubota High Limit Racing event. This is a racing series only in its 2nd season, owned by NASCAR champ Kyle Larson and sprint car champ Brant Sweet. They've created this league. It's in its 2nd season. Those are similar types of cars to the World of Outlaws, and the winning prize for the entire season is $6 million. So you can follow both of those types of races on Flow Racing. So it's a paid service, but if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. All right, folks, that's it for today. I gave you lots of different options. You have 2-wheel racing. You have, of course, Formula, NASCAR. You have the sprint cars. You have GT. There's so many options for you for this weekend. Please do let me know what you are planning on watching. For me personally, of course, Formula One, of course, AMA Supercross, and maybe I'll tune into your European Le Mans series on Sunday, because the Formula One race is on Saturday. The AMA Supercross race is on Saturday. So I have Sunday available to me. And I am slowly getting excited for the full 24-hour Le Mans race, which will be happening in June. So we have a little bit of time, 2 months. But I feel like I want to slowly get ready for it. So I might tune in for the European Le Mans race, 4-hour race in Barcelona. But please do let me know what you plan on watching for this weekend. If you have any predictions for any of the races, also let me know. Let's chat. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember to give us a lovely like and a subscribe. Very much appreciated. And then we will see you guys again here on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week to talk about all the racing we've watched and some of the news that we've come across that we want to chat with you about. So have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.